Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to a foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered some ways opposite of me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one will cost more to buy. A little argument here, an occasional laugh and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help? Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter. Personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works. A free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me insisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit!
What? What?
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
A sharp ringing fills the entire... What the hell? Really? Now I'm getting a call. God. I heard it was an Asian guy. A sharp ringing fills the entire hall, disrupting the pleasant quiet that has settled. Soon enough, heads begin to turn in search of the noise of the source, mine included. My eyes dart around the small crowd before zeroing in on a lone figure crouched behind the same group of old people checking out the Decurious moments ago. He is facing away from me, fumbling with something in his hands. But I don't need to see his face to know whose back it is. Oh, I'll recognize that dumb parka anywhere. Without bothering to end the call, I march towards him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this.
Of all the times to...
Hi, Ash.
Ashton Frey!
What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded. He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out from his grip. It bounces from one hand to another in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. Uh-oh. I kind of feel sorry for the phone. And the floor. But it's not every day that you catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then, in a too quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe, where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing is not a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'll find that adorable. Endearing even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his normally collective disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
Ashhole.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be a more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash.
I could be looking to buy a house.
What?
A mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious. I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something earlier than expected, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm, like he has touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all.
What are you being embarrassed about?
So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client, at least.
At least.
We have a mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown in my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on Earth I'll ever think about telling it to if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he's helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural, he'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend. Except maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you a detailed explanation of why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you at every single chance he'll get. Asshole. What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw in the attic. Nope, over my dead body. Before it catches his attention, I shove the letter, still clamped in my hand, deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Oh, let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
Yeah.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
Nope, I'm not waiting for you. Oh god. A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual Anthem draft, but still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me. The soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cassette as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background. Whispers calling me back. Shadows beckoning. Help me. That is fucking creepy. I don't look back. Let's see. We spent the ride back to Luxembourg City at a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background filling the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles or it's on a respectable volume, but otherwise, he doesn't say anything. Good man. Neither do I. However, if the furtive glances he's been sending my way is a sign, I know there's something he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside, in a small hope that my feigned disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me from a small compartment on the side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it, the small package making a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face, and he clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flipped a half-forgotten package on my lap to check.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
Energy bar? Chocolate cereal.
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
Huh. That answers that question. I don't even get a chance to deny it, because right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly, and an empty, gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there. I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling's new to me though. If anything, it's just one of the things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. Thanks. Then I tear open the package and start nipping at the edge of the bar. Apart from an acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to be able to just sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job. Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How do you even know about the last one?
Becca?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hellbent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
So you love him. His answer is a small laughter, the kind that screams, "I'm right, I told you so." I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provided I didn't botch it with the rights? Ma'am Hannah, in particular, didn't look pleased with what I did. I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa. Or is it the wardrobe this time?
Wait, what? He meant that as a joke, but how close is it to the truth made my blood run cold. My own heartbeat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and apprehension. Well, God, I can't read.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients, the rights, was it?
I can't answer that. At least, not without revealing everything that took place in the attic. I can't lie to him. He seems like like I said, like she said, he's a dependable guy. We'll just change the subject.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours.
Alright, I could go with Rebecca and Ashton. Sorry, Marianne. I screwed up. But it might displease Hana. No, I think it's just Mariana.
That's not fair. Both you and Zack have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
And over exaggeration, but changing the subject to something is still better than outright lying to him. Besides, it never works with him. Yes! I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it, or because he's just really very good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance over me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Outside, the sun has already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow on the tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue of Zack's film. Checking the street signs outside, it appears Ash has taken the longer route. Uh-oh. Odd. But he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch to his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. It only make his head bigger, stupid Ash.
Alright, lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
Wait, is he a detective? He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case he's been stuck working on, stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it are the trimmed down version, only things he could tell, he has always been careful about it. Even in the way he spins his answers to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it much. That's normal, right? I mean, who won't be frustrated if you can't bring someone you're chasing to justice because they keep slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories never ceases to be entertaining to me regardless. If things weren't the way they are back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him? Well, nope. Not really. Mama will never allow it. But the idea is still there, along with countless others I've let go. Time passes quickly between us in this manner, and before I know it, we're already at the movie house. This certainly looks nice. So, a small crowd has already formed in front of the theater when Ash and I arrived. The Liftfest, short for Luxborn Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this year's no different. I've only been to a few indie film screenings with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal, especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but just getting a confirmation letter that the festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup already put a grin on his face for weeks. Speaking of the guy, he's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears to loom over most of the moviegoers, and with his large build and heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I didn't know any better. Ash did too, I heard. Once early in their friendship.
Oh, there's Zach.
Holy man, nice dreads.
Hey, you guys! Long time no see!
I already like you. Zach's face lights up with a smile of his own. He moves towards us, and taking careful steps and a significant effort to make himself smaller so as to not bump or accidentally hit someone. Typical Zach. As he nears, Ash occasionally raises his hand in greeting and...
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
The awkwardness that descends within the immediate vicinity of our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm almost amazed how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face. He's a detective. Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Yo, stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
There's fondness underneath his exaggerated tone. If this were any other person, he'll likely be offended. But years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to the other's ears. Or at least, enough for both to take in stride.
It's been a while, Zach.
I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with Chicken Down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Ah, crap.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, huh?
You really have no idea.
A beat passes, and then Zack laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
He almost sounds... I wouldn't say he's Jamaican, but his voice gives off like a slight hint. It's a story only the two of them are privy to. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zack's help on something. Becca and I have never really found out the real deal is with those adventures, as Ash calls it, and both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. Sometimes. Well, boys will be boys, I guess. I give Zack a small wave from behind Ash when he eventually turns his attention on me.
Bella! Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
Yeah.
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
And it's true. They've known each other far longer than any of us in the group, childhood friends and all.
But don't worry, Zack. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie. Isabella! Oh, thank goodness!
Speak of the devil. Without warning, a hand grabs me by the shoulder and turns me around.
Becca, you're just in time.
Wait, what? I have to lean back a little, with the way her face is almost invading my personal space. But she places her hand on either side of my face to keep my head still. She stares at me intensely, concern filling her eyes.
Becca, you're squishing my face. How are you? Are you alright? Why wouldn't I be? Rose called me earlier.
Oh. Those 4 words tell me all I need to know. Since I don't have my family living close by and the only other relative I have works on the far side of the country, I gave my company Becca's contact number in case of an emergency. I should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face. Although she lets go, her eyeballs remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
How's your head?
Beside me, Ash snickers. I bite back the urge to avoid him in place of trying to avoid Becca's hand as she tries to reach out for the said area. I did my best to dodge her, all at once moving to hide behind Zack. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zack.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that. You blacked out? It's not something to brush off. Come on, at least let me check it. It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there. Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
She did look pale when I saw her earlier.
Wow, thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this. Just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is.
Yeah, he is, actually.
If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I choked on my coffee.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is.
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good.
Wait, what does that mean?
See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zack's film.
We can always watch it some other time. Sorry, Zachary.
Wait, what?
No, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zack?
I shoot him a pleading look. Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really, but Rebecca has a point. In the end, I think it's your call.
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake!
Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it.
You're not missing it. Oh, we're just moving it on a different day so we can have a medical professional take a look at you.
Look, you guys.
Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks. Something he usually does when he's getting impatient. Oh.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Ha!
Why are you taking her side?
Because there's something going on that you probably don't understand as much as Ash.
I'm not. But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself. Is that good enough for you?
I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. When, at last, she releases a deep breath and nods, albeit with great reluctance, I immediately tackle her into a hug.
Thanks, Becca.
It's always been you with him, isn't it?
Did you say something?
Me? Nothing. Don't mind me.
Oh, she's jealous, is she?
If you say so.
Okay guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside. Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
Oh shit. I pull myself off from Becca to get my wallet from my bag and...
What's this?
Oh no. It's already in Ash's hands before I can even react. Behind him, Becca and Zach are both giving the piece of paper an intrigued look.
No! Give it back!
It's just a paper.
I don't care! Give it!
Looks ancient too. Why do you keep this around?
I tried to reach for it, but he holds the paper way above his head. I have never been particularly sensitive with my own height, but right now, I really wish I have that advantage over him.
Don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to... Hold on a second. This is, isn't it?
Wait, what?
Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Oh god.
I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. It's...
The rest of my words are lost when he unfolds the paper. So I don't think Rose read it. So it's just me. And now probably Ash. Becca and Zach. Too early for Halloween. Achievement unlocked. I can't breathe. My heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst. Vaguely, I note how my hands are trembling at my sides. Clapping them together doesn't do any good. They are still shaking, but I hang onto it regardless. The awful, sick weight that has taken its core in my stomach, back in the open house, returns full force. How do I fix it? Or how do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Someone, please. Today is turning out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else.
Oh hey, there's Becca.
Well, that's... interesting.
So there's already, So, send this to 5 people. So, there's Becca, Ash, Zach.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Ash waves the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glimpse of its contents. I don't need to see. I don't want to see. The letters, the words, every stroke within Every stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance that way. That way.
It's not a prank.
It makes all of them stop. Even I am surprised with how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
This isn't a prank! I saw something!
Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again?
Both. I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed.
Exactly right.
You've got to be kidding me.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
No? Have you seen what I saw? Of course you don't, because you want to understand!
It's not a joke! Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have...
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Typically I don't believe in this stuff, but even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up. There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit you're talking about is true.
But it's real! What do you think I saw?
Oh shit! Her face!
A hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
Oh god.
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other. When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now.
Don't bother.
Without another word, I snatched the letter out of Ash's hand and stuffed it back in my bag with more force than necessary. I'm tired. I got cursed, saw a ghost, probably lost a sale, got kicked out of the open house I'm supposed to be hosting, my own friends won't believe me, and all of them think I'm crazy. To top it all off, there's a dull ache at the back of my head, begging for a little attention. I can't afford to give right now. Honestly, there's only so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about it today. But before I can take a single step away from the group...
Guys!
Oh jeez. Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point he wants to drive home. And hearing him take on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca. Whatever harsh words yet to come out from the argument immediately die on their tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her. And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together? We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please.
He has a point. Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call this morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca too. I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she got out of bed today. Yet, despite Zach's attempts to lighten things up for Ash's and Becca's accusulating gestures, the tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it to myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. If I did, things might not have turned out the way they did. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless, so careless. Maybe leaving is the better decision for all of us. I don't know. I have to think hard for this one. But I kind of just want to stay for the movie. Oh well, I'll save this decision for next time. I gotta head to work. So hopefully I could save right now. Okay, yeah, I can. So that is it for now. When we come back, I'll go stay for the movie. But anyway, that's it, and have a good day.